First question is from Kirsten Watson. Go ahead. Go ahead, Kirsten.
Hey, Max. I know we spoke last night, but just wanted to get your thoughts on really, as you look at the depth of this team and all of the options that you guys have available, what stands out most to you?
Just that every year it seems like it's a new guy. The depth in this organization is unbelievable. It's unreal. Each guy that we call up is performing right away. There's not any downtime for them getting acclimated. And, I think that kind of speaks to the culture of our clubhouse for the most part. These guys come up and they just fit right in with us. We welcome them in and they go out there and perform. And, there's a reason they're in this organization and the reason they're getting called up and they're showing it right away. And it's honestly incredible to watch, to just see how many good young players that we have.
Thank you.
Next question is from Jorge Castillo. Go ahead.
Max, 3 hits last night. Is it more satisfying to win against this team in this stadium?
I can't lie. It's very satisfying to get several hits against your old team. I feel really good, but we still got 2 more games, and we got to focus up on what we got going on tonight.
Hey, what's it like coming back here and playing here?
It's always interesting. I don't know if I can necessarily describe exactly how it feels, but there wasn't really a whole lot of good memories on the other side, but this is where I made my debut, so that's always going to be special to me. And I still have a lot of good relationships with the people over there. Despite what might have happened with me, they're still good people, and I enjoy talking to them. So it's always a little bit of mixed feelings, but we'll just go with weird.
This season it seems like you're going to play almost exclusively first base. Does that make a difference to you?
It makes things a little easier, maybe. To me, I've always said as long as I'm out there being in the lineup playing, that's all I care about, and that still holds true. If they want me to play first base every single day, that's awesome. If they want me to move around, that's also awesome. I don't care as long as I'm out there helping the team win. That's really the most important thing to me.
And what are you looking forward to most on Friday? It's a big day for you guys, obviously.
Can I say everything? It would be a pretty special day. I've never been a part of something like that, so I can't really say what I'm looking forward to the most, so I'm going to go with everything. I think the whole day is going to be pretty special.
Thank you.
Next question is from Bill Plunkett. Go ahead, Bill.
Yeah, Max, how different a player are you now than the guy that was wearing the A's uniform for that debut?
The biggest difference, and I talk about this all the time, is just who I am mentally as a person. It was a lot different back then. I've grown a lot. I've made a lot of changes, and I'm more. I'd almost say I'm more of a kid now. Going out there and just having fun out on the field. Doesn't matter what the results are. I'm always going to show frustration when I don't do good, but I'm just happy to be out there. I'm just very thankful and grateful that I get to go out there and play baseball, and that's the biggest change, I think.
Would you have gotten to that point without the move to the Dodgers?
I don't know. It wasn't necessarily the Dodgers that made that change for me. It was that was something I made on my own before I got to the Dodgers. But it's that was just something I had to go through myself, and the hard times that I had over there are kind of what shaped that. So. Without my struggles over there, I wouldn't have changed into the person I am today. So I do have to be kind of thankful for that.
How much easier is it for you mentally getting off to a good start this year compared to last year?
Obviously it's easier. Last year was just a little rough with, the injury at first, and then trying to mentally come back from that, and then realizing you only had a certain number of games to get things going, and it's kind of just pressing right from the start. It was just a bad mixture of a lot of things. And, this year, just kind of getting back to a normal routine, going right out of spring, right into the season, and knowing you have, 5-6 months to kind of just, you got to find a way to sustain it for 5-6 months. It just, it takes a lot of pressure off you. And, for me, I think just getting some hits out of the way early is a good way to keep things rolling.
We've asked a few guys over the last couple of weeks about the vaccine. Have you gotten it? What's your feelings about that?
I don't really know why this is a question, but whatever me or my teammates decide to do is between us. We're not going to comment on that.
Fair enough. I think it's a question because, the whole role model thing, and you could be used as a public service announcement, like the Milwaukee Brewers and some other teams have done.
Yeah, absolutely. But I think all of us in here decided we're not going to talk about that.
Thanks, Max.
Next question's from Rowan Kavner. Go ahead.
Max, you kind of talked about just the changes after leaving, Oakland, or mentally or whatever it was. Is it more just kind of like trying to take joy in being there, or what kind of thing are you sort of talking about?
Yeah, the biggest thing was just trying to enjoy life, really. When I was running out of my time in Oakland, it was a lot of depression, a lot of just not being happy with who I was, and showing up to the field every day was really a grind. It was something that I almost didn't even want to do, and that's kind of why I was out of baseball for a little bit. Was when once they released me, there wasn't really any any urgency to get right back to it. It was almost a relief when it happened. So just going home and trying to find a passion for something again, and realizing it's still for baseball, and realizing I needed to change how I went about things. And I think that just changed my outlook on life a little bit. It's just it's kind of a tough thing to go through, but it's one of those things that you're thankful that it happens, because it's it's really the reason you're the person you are today.
I think it helped you as a baseball player then too, ultimately?
I think it helped me with everything: baseball player, being off the field, just the person that I am. It was a big change for me, and it was something that I definitely needed.
Thanks, Max.
We got another question from Jorge. Go ahead.
I forgot to ask. Baylor won last night. Just wondering how closely you were following.
Oh, I was following very closely. It's kind of, I was thankful that I got the DH last night, so I could, in between innings, run up and check on the score and see how the boys were doing. It was kind of funny how it worked out like that for me, but it was awesome. It was a really cool moment for us. For me and my wife, we're both Baylor grads, and we were texting back and forth, just celebrating it. It was a really cool moment for us, but more importantly, it was a cool moment for the program. Those guys have been through a lot. And to get to where they are now from where they started, especially with what Scott Drew has done, it's pretty incredible. And, it's a really cool story, and we were pumped for it.
Thank you.
We got time for one more. Go ahead, Kirsten.
Max, as you reflect on your time with the A's and then now being a World Series champion, has it really hit you just how far you've come, kind of as you were mentioning, as a player, as a man, and, now that you've really made the dream come true?
As a player, not so much. I try not to look back in the past. I try to just live the game one day at a time, and focus on what I have to do this day. But as a person, I definitely reflect on it, and it's pretty cool for me. It's pretty special just to know that I've grown so much, and I've changed a lot, and I'm able to go out and enjoy things a lot easier than what I used to. It's for me, that's pretty cool. But as a baseball player, it's kind of hard for me, because I try to move forward with each day and not look back.
Thank you.